the back of my head really smacked the
you just did
ground,
it again.
bro.
Cousins, they used to like rub on that shit. Yeah,
Pause.
rub on that shit. I don't tell too many people about that.
These women would be all attached to him, all this other stuff.
This is gonna sound sick, but what have you done to prove to yourself you don't do it?
Damn, bro.
You scared? We scared.
Welcome to the Pickup Pod. It's me, Sen, here with Bondi,
Yo.
and the Don right there. And we got our producer, Natter. Yes, sir. And in the spirit of the pickup, we picked somebody up today. Introduce yourself, my guy.
Yeah, it's Ben. What's going on? No, Ben Finesse. You can also follow me on Instagram
Flyest white boy I know.
at Benjamin Blake G.
You don't gotta tell them nothing.
26 underscore. Football number. My football number from high school.
You play football?
Yeah.
What position?
Kick returner, slot returner. I played cornerback too.
Oh shit. So then, what was the worst injury you ever got?
The worst injury was actually in lacrosse though.
Yo, you too?
You got injured in lacrosse?
Yes.
Bro, this man was like 6'5". It was a country ass team, like South Carolina, I think.
Yeah, they be eating, huh?
Eating like shit. Big as shit. And I was probably only like 110 pounds. Bro was coming full speed. I was coming full speed. He came straight across and cross-checked me in my collarbone. Bro, my stick went flying. Like, I got yard sale. But, like, I felt my shoulder drop. And my arm was hanging, like, on my knee. Just like this. Like, because there was no connection anymore. So it was just like, bro, I can only imagine if we didn't have collarbones, bro.
Ben the Don, what's your worst injury story?
So just like him in lacrosse, I play midfield. So I'm running down the line. I'm trying to get my attack, my guy at exit the ball so he can it's an easy. I give him the ball, he dumps it off, low to high. As soon as I toss him the pass, somebody runs entire helmet into the front of my shoulder, tears my entire rotator cuff.
Yeah. You the right one?
On the right side, yeah. I haven't been the same since.
Damn.
It took me like a year and a half to build up the strength that was in my left to in my right.
I swear high school injuries, bro, be the craziest things you've ever heard. Like, someone could be like, oh yeah, I could have went D1, but like blank and blank happened. All right, Bondi, what was your story, bro?
I think it was when I got a concussion playing soccer.
Wait, was it your fault or was it their fault?
It was not. It was their fault. It wasn't my fault. It was like 2-1, right? We were on like our field at home. Yeah. So like, my coach was going crazy, bro. He's like, "You can't go like that. You gotta win." Bro, you know how Shay be, bro? He's stupid. Like, he was really going dumb on us, bro. So I put 100% power on that kick, bro, and kicked that shit. And on some Charlie Brown shit, bro. Like, it was just too much force. And like, nah, like, cause when you kick, like when you cross it. You swing, you're supposed to lift up a little bit, like you jump. And like, but when I came off the ground, they both just
nah, bro. What's that game? Mario Strikers?
Right, double full flip, bro. Landed straight, like the back of my head really smacked
you just
ground,
did it again.
Bro.
You recreated the injury.
Nah, but it was like, it was just but like the back of my head really smacked the ground. I don't know if anybody else had like a concussion.
Bro, I don't know because like,
hella.
It's probably, but it's never diagnosed because they don't be asking unless you're like, about to throw up or something.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I got smacked crazy in football.
I'm gonna have CTE when I die. I'm telling you. I hit my head so many times.
Bro, that shit feels like when you cut the TV off, bro. It's just like, and then come back home.
Oh, when you hear the ring?
Shit. My shit never resumed.
When you hear the ring, bro,
bro, I was on the ground. I was like, damn, how did I get here? I forgot I was in the game and everything. I was just laying out, open my eyes.
And the craziest thing, bro, the craziest shit's be in practice, not even in the game.
Bro, that was a preseason squad.
Bro, real shit.
No, I mean, maybe not for y'all, but bro, I swear people went harder in practice. Everyone, you have those like, practice warriors.
I know what you're talking about.
Like, they be going hard in practice just to not go hard in the game.
Yeah, that's right.
Scout team offense, scout team defense.
Yes, they be smacking this shit out of
them trying to get a spot on the team, and then when they get to wear that jersey and all the girls looking at them and shit, they're like, all right, I can chill a little bit. I'm scared now. Yeah, that's the team look a little bit.
It was okay fucking your man's up.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
Bully the bros is crazy.
It be your own bros.
Yeah, bully the bros.
Mine is the only non-sports related injury. I guess, like, fortunately or
thank God, bro. Damn.
Thank you. Clap it up for me. Yeah. Damn, bro.
You scared everybody about sports. They're not going to put their kids through sports.
I mean, low key.
My head's busted.
If your kid is not gifted, don't do it. Don't lie to yourself. But that's besides the point.
They should have never tried on my ass.
My shit was crazy. Just because it's just one of those lessons like you learn. I was in the backseat of my mom's car. I was in back, so I wasn't paying attention, bro. But moral of the story, I didn't have my seatbelt on, right?
I'm gonna look this up now.
No, because you know they tell you to put your seatbelt on, but I was like 10. Like I thought I was invisible. I thought the likelihood of me hurting myself because I didn't wear a seatbelt is so like little. Like think about that.
Something you don't think about.
Like really.
At a certain age, like you're egocentric up to a certain point, and then like it just breaks away.
Yeah. So like I was just sitting there, you know, mind my business, right? My mom was making a left turn. I don't know where she was going on that left turn, but she was making a left turn. And then some other car doesn't see her and comes from like, not on her side. I was in the back seat, but on the right side. So hits her car, right? On the side, right? So I'm over here. It's like a boom, right? The next time I remember, bro, it's like police at the scene, and they're asking if I'm good, bro. I'm over here crying like my shoulder. I couldn't move it, and I was like, yo, I'm like, what happened? Like, it's like it felt like the weirdest injury ever because it wasn't like it dropped, right? Like for yours, right. It just felt like a sharp pain anytime I tried to like move. I'm like, yo. So they take me to the hospital to do X-rays, and they're like, yeah, you fractured your clavicle. I'm like, what? First of all, I was like, what is a clavicle? Do you know what a clavicle is?
I couldn't tell you,
bro. Your clavicle is that part of your shoulder, like right here, between like near your armpit. I don't know what it does, but it like holds your shoulder.
Yeah,
like,
everybody just love getting shoulder injuries.
You got like older brothers and shit, or my older cousins. They used to like rub on that shit. Well, Antonio used to rub on that shit. Now he puts it to use.
What does that mean?
Hey, infer.
I'm not inferring, man. But nah. So it was bad time because I had just moved to that area, and I was starting school like the next week, right? So I started school off in a cast on my left arm, and I'm left-handed, right? So I knew no one at the school, and I couldn't even write down anything the teacher was saying in class. So I was just sitting in class with my arm like this, like just watching people. And everyone was looking at me funny, like, yo, who's this guy with the cast on him? And you know, casts, they be stinking, bro. After a while, bro, that shit was so annoying.
Nah, once that cast comes off, your arm be off.
You like,
bro. You see the green lines coming off,
bro. And those shorties wanted to sign my shit, bro. Not one shorty wanted to sign my shit. They were never like, can I come up and sign, bro? Not one shorty.
No aura, bro.
Bro, none. I was like, damn. I'm like, I look a little like, bro. But the crazy thing for a week, bro, I learned to write right-handed. I learned to do it. Alright, come on. It's all that funny. It wasn't that funny.
They had you out there standing in the bathroom, passing out towels and shit.
Nah, you should have put the napkin over his shit.
Nah. Hey, move on. Today's topic is essentially how to be an individual. Like what it means to like really be your own person and not really just follow the wave, follow the trend. So I'm gonna start with Ben the Don. What does it mean to you to be an individual?
So for me, I think the biggest thing is to make sure you not take yourself super, super serious. So for me, in my opinion, when I'm out and I want to take care of myself, I start to do like stuff I like fun loving things I like to do. Mm-hmm. But like stuff I would do with somebody but alone, so I can get that sense of like self-confidence in myself, like I can see myself doing this a long time with a person or without someone.
The activities you like to do alone, but someone else could be there if you want to do it.
Yeah, exactly. Like open-ended stuff. Like
you like building a sense of comfortability.
Yeah, exactly. So like if I'm going out for real, let's say I want to go to a concert, and it's like, oh, this concert would be great if I had somebody right here to be enjoying it with me, be it one of my friends or a woman. Yeah. But today, I'm going to go to this concert alone. I'm going to really take it in. I'm going to really understand. I understand. Pause.
All right, go ahead.
I'm going to really enjoy myself in the moment. Because at a point, sometimes we get like a little bit out of character if we always looking for like that validation of somebody right next to us. Yo, what the fuck?
How'd you recover so fast? How'd you recover so fast? I was about to start dying. Oh my god, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Ben. Nah, Ben, everything you're saying is valid. Keep going.
Nah, it's super valid. But recovery was crazy though.
Nah. Basically, what I was saying is to sum it all up, just at a point, the best way to find activities that you'll find and fall in love with is think of something you can do with another person and just do it alone.
Yeah, I haven't lost my solo concert virginity yet, but it's coming.
Now you know what concert I went to though?
What?
I went to motherfucking you remember I was talking about Keanu and Ladado at the time?
Yeah.
I went to our concert in Baltimore.
How did that feel? It was so hard.
I was there and like it was these three girls. They was in a group, like you can tell they were like best friends. They were singing their hearts out. Mm-hmm. And I was like, shit, if they gonna be singing, I'm gonna be singing with them.
Right. Yeah.
So we low key started harmonizing. Like they saw me singing, and they was like, yo, he only fucking it up. So we gonna all join together. So then it was cooking. It was cooking. I let them cook.
He was cooking.
Now I let them cook. I let them have their shine. Cause if I really started singing, I would have sounded like fucking Trey Songz, Usher in that motherfucker.
The shower bars, man.
Where he's not lying. We went to Dreamville and we saw Usher, bro.
Yeah, I was thinking about
Usher behind us. I said, nah, that's just Ben, bro. That's funny. But I'm something similar with that. Like I went to see Junie by myself in DC, and that joint was tough because it was a small venue, so like it was really close knit. Like if he was like where Natter is, I was like right here in terms of closeness. And I was trying to get people to go. The concert was like $20, but ain't nobody want to go.
Bro, I've been trying, bro, but Junie inconsistent to me, bro. That's it.
I'll take, but whatever. It's just
it is what it is.
Anyways, going like I think skating for me is like my big thing because like a lot of people like I don't know. I got back into like the hobbies that I used to like as a kid, and tapping into that is like it's pure fun. You know what I mean? Because I feel like as an adult we have like a much more like superficial view on what's fun and what's not. Like people be like, oh, you do this and that's just lame or something like stuff. Some stuff is cool to some people, some stuff is lame. Right. Some stuff is just lame in general, like to most people, but like just some people like something. Like everybody likes something. So
it's like everyone has their niche.
Yeah. So I got back into like skating and like hiking and stuff like that. And just more outdoorsy stuff. Like
when you say skating, you mean like skateboarding or like
yeah, like I bought a skateboard in 2020. And I just used to skate around campus because I didn't feel like driving around like to get food and stuff like that, especially because nobody was there. Right. But then like I don't know, just whenever I was tired or like exhausted or I just need to clear my mind, I would go skate because it's free. Like it don't cost nothing. It's good for you because you exercising a little bit, and it's really freeing because you just on a board, just literally gliding around like the wind between your wind memories and shit, bro. Like it's chill.
This shows
my story of individualism. Well, I don't have a lot of them because I feel like anytime I go out, someone is always involved. But there have been a few times I go to the movies alone, and those are chill. Those are nice because sometimes you go with certain people and they like to like talk to you during the movie, and it's like you don't want to talk to them. You hate that shit too, right?
Nah, I don't feel like that shit.
Like it's like
that should be blowing me.
And I'm just like, dang, like I don't have to worry about them. It's like you can get your snacks and the snacks you want. You don't gotta share no snacks. You don't gotta like no type of coordinating. Like, oh, you get this, I get this. You know,
buying snacks inside.
I mean, sometimes it's nice, bro. I mean,
if you go to free game, if you go to Towson, you don't gotta buy a single snack.
You don't have to buy a ticket, bro.
You don't have to buy anything.
Walking that bitch, bro. Never mind.
One time I went. I was like, can I get some popcorn? Can I get a medium? I just took that bitch, walked right back in the theater.
Yeah.
Niggas didn't even say anything. I'm like, man, I guess it's cool.
I don't get paid enough to care.
They're doing a community living room, bro.
Community living room, bro.
But yeah, bro. I feel like my ideas of self-care are more in the house. Like, I actually spend time doing things like that, like, involve creativity and, like, let me express myself to myself. So, like, like, painting, drawing, I like to read, I like to, like, make music, just anything that I can, like, creatively a creative outlet for myself, but I can still, like, share it with someone else if I want to, you know what I'm saying? Why do you think people struggle these days, like, finding their own sense of self and, like, just trying to, like, I guess, be different, Because it's not about being different per se, but it's more about just not trying to do what other people deem as, like, acceptable just because they deem it as acceptable.
Okay, I'll tell you why.
Uh-huh.
First of all, everybody wants to be different. Everybody wants to be different.
Right.
Because if you're different, you stand out, and that gives you an edge, right?
Right.
Because people won't say it, but they want to be seen.
Right.
They want to stand out, and they want to be great. Everybody wants to be great. But they look around and they think everybody else has the answer. They don't look to themselves. They don't look in the mirror. They don't try to be like, oh,
maybe if I start today doing this, they do it for one day and they don't get any results, and they're like, you know what, that's that. You know, I'm chilling. I tried.
Instant results.
They think they tried. Or they'll go for a week, a month. They think they tried. You didn't fucking try. You don't care about yourself enough to actually do something for yourself, bro. Think about your family in the future. Like they think about right now, and then they start thinking about the future, like where they see themselves in the future. I can chill right now because in the future everything's gonna work itself out. No, the fuck it's not.
Whoa. Before you keep going though, you had a point where you said people don't love themselves enough to even try for themselves. That was deep to me. Could you expand on that?
Yes. Okay, so me personally, right? I'm not the most healthiest person, especially mentally wise.
Right.
But knowing all of these things, I've planned on it. I took a day where I wrote down everything. This is gonna sound sick, right? I wrote down every single thing that is wrong with me that I hate about myself. And people might, and I looked in the mirror and I read it and looked at myself in the eyes. I don't tell too many people about this.
Right.
I looked in the mirror and like looking at myself, saying it, I started like getting like anxiety, like I started like panicking. But nobody was there. It was just me in there, and I was worried about it.
Right.
So I started to realize because I used to walk around like, oh, I don't even care what people think. I care.
Right.
I most certainly care.
Right.
But people have this I don't give a fuck attitude, and then they're in these situations where like they do give a fuck, but they keep trying to reassert they don't give a fuck. But what have you done to prove to yourself you don't give a fuck? Okay. What have they done to prove that to themselves? They haven't done anything except say.
Like, why do you think people have such a hard time like doing things that are good for themselves? You know what I'm saying?
Well, it takes self-reflection. Self-reflection is a little bit.
It takes consistency.
Go ahead.
It takes consistency. Not every day you wake up feeling the same.
Yeah, that's true.
You run into obstacles all the time. Like, it is genuinely hard. It is genuinely hard. I got in the habit of calling people lazy. That's not true. I feel like nobody's lazy. If you're willing to get out of bed every day, you're not lazy.
Some people are lazy, but I know what you mean. In general sense.
Because everybody's going through something. I get that, but it's because one thing leads to the next, and they're not taking proper action. Yeah, and they might look towards people for guidance, but they look towards the wrong people.
They're letting themselves go.
No, they letting a problem stack up without addressing the main root.
Like, I mean, because you have to have like a little bit of self-awareness, or like the ability to be self-aware in what you do and how what you do affects yourself and the environment around you. And also it's like your perception, you know what I mean? Because perception can change your reality. So if you perceive things as always being like negative, or you perceive yourself as being less than, then you self-actualize that. So you have to like perceive yourself as being higher than, because it's better to like shoot for the stars and then stop maybe at the top of the atmosphere than if you just shooting for a skyscraper or something. Like the lower you set your bar is the lower than that what you can attain. So you have to like kind of always try and elevate yourself. But it's not easy to do that.
I also think even if you like, let's say you're very self-aware. Like for me, I know personally, like I think about like myself all the time, not like a egotistical way, but just like I'm always self-evaluating, like constantly self-evaluating, trying to improve myself, trying to like not do the same thing twice because I hate like making mistakes. I have this thing where I have like this like phobia of failure. Like failing is like the worst thing to me. So I can't really like do things that like make me fail, or at least not intentionally. So even then, sometimes I struggle like finding ways to like get over the hump. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like, oh, like I know I gotta wake up at this time, so I gotta go to sleep at this time. But even like simple things like that, it's like somehow your day gets discombobulated, and then you're like, oh damn, like I gotta go sleep an hour later. So like I'm not gonna get the sleep I need. I'm gonna wake up later. I'm gonna either be tired at work, or I'm gonna like go to work late. What's gonna happen? And then that messes up your next day, and then it stacks and stacks, and then things just add up. So I feel like it takes setting barriers for yourself. Like I think something that really helped me was when you know you have a problem with something, you gotta put yourself in an environment where you don't have access to that thing, or just you can't fuck up on your own. Like something else will have to come into your circle and mess it up for you. So I feel like if you just don't give yourself the chance to mess up, because like as human nature, I think we like to mess up low key. Like we don't like consistency as humans. I think that's just a fact. We don't like consistency. And when it comes to doing the same thing every single time to be great and to be right, the reason not everyone is great and not everyone is like, I guess, where they want to be is because it takes breaking human nature sometimes. And I feel like that's just not a common thing.
It's like, I mean, it reminds me of like the gym. Like people will go in there and be like, I'll say I'm feeling a little sore. Like, I don't know, like I feel like I didn't eat something right today. So, I'm going to go a little bit lighter today.
Right.
Instead of saying, what if I can do better with the way I'm feeling right now than I did before? Because if you aim for that, maybe you just go right there in the middle to where you usually always are.
Right.
Or even on top of that, it's like when it comes down to something that you're good at, something that you've been doing for a long time, something you're consistent in. If you like not feeling like you can give your all, you can give your best at something, I feel like you should still shoot for higher than where you're usually at. If you shoot for higher and you get to where you usually get to, now it's like, oh, I can get to this when I'm down, when I'm in a bad mood, when I'm not feeling the best. Imagine when I'm feeling great, I can get way further.
Right. That brings me back to a point. I remember from like football from my coach. He always told me, you got to be in shape because you don't play like yourself when you're tired. Like you tell everyone, like you got to like when you're tired, you don't react the same. You don't act the same. So and that's not just about football. That's about life.
It is
when things hit you and like you're tired or you're sad, or, like something hits you and like now you're down, right? You don't react the same. You don't put in the same amount of effort. You don't do things that will allow you to get out of it because you're tired. So I think you have to build up an emotional and mental stamina, not just physical. Like obviously be physically in shape to deal with stuff, but you gotta be emotionally in shape too. People have to spend more time emotionally working on themselves and getting to a point where like getting punched in the face mentally will not take you out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, tomorrow, I mean, so we work 9 to 5. Tomorrow, I already know tomorrow they're gonna expect this much out of me.
Right.
What if I wake up tomorrow and I just don't feel like doing that?
You can only give like 70% of that.
You know what's gonna happen? They're gonna say no to that. They're gonna say no to that.
Out the door, bro.
They're gonna say no to that because people always remember the last thing you did.
Yeah. Always.
They don't remember
recency bias.
They remember the first thing too because that first impression is crucial. But they always remember the last thing you did, and that's why I can kind of go back to failure because it's like, bro, you could fail like 20 times. Like, take these quarterbacks in the NFL, like Ryan Tannehill is a terrible example, but
you say Geno Smith.
Geno Smith
is a perfect example.
Geno Smith from West Virginia, great in West Virginia, got to the league,
terrible
disappeared,
for like 7 years,
disappeared. Now all of a sudden he's with Seattle, and he's an impact player, bro. But all the
best impact players.
Michael Penix Jr., Washington Huskies. Indiana, he was about to quit. He did 5 seasons in Indiana and played less than 6 games each season. Because he tore his ACL, tore his meniscus, tore this, tore that. They said he would go home and he would just sit there on his floor and cry. When he's supposed to, you think, oh, he's a college athlete, he's supposed to be living this great life. No, he was
injuries.
He was going through it every single day, but he stayed at it. He stayed the fuck at it.
And now what? He's Heisman?
Now he's about to be a Heisman. In the Pac-12, the best conference in the college football.
I wouldn't say best.
The best conference in college football. He's about to... I gotta talk my shit.
I don't know about top. I don't even know what's top 3.
Who's number 1?
SEC.
Don't dare say SEC. God damn. Bama.
Who's won the last 6?
Bama.
What conference has won the last 5 national championships?
Hey, I love y'all.
Brother, what has AP poll done to push
forget the propaganda right now. Back to the story of this man, Michael Penix, bro. Classic example, bro, of being consistent and seeing it through. I really believe the key to success, like from a young age, I always thought if you just like stay with it, even through the failures, right, then you're going to strike gold eventually. It really just takes, because a lot of people, once they fail once or twice, they stop doing it. And once you stop doing it, you eliminate all possibility of yourself succeeding in any facet. So, for an example, it's like, if you suck at a certain thing, and if you keep doing it, eventually your body is gonna learn how to do it, no matter what. There's no oh, it won't. Your body literally is made to absorb knowledge. You're a sponge. Mm-hmm. You're made to be great. It's just, it takes whether you think it's worth it or not. And for a lot of people, being great isn't worth it because it comes at the cost of your time. And you know how we all feel about time these days.
Yeah, that clock is ticking.
Everybody I feel like everybody, not everybody, a lot of people nowadays, they have like short attention spans. Yeah. So like, if one thing don't work for them, they quick on the next thing. That thing don't work, they quick.
Always got a new hustle. Always got something new to do.
They never try to stay in it with one thing, see it all the way through, and then if they fail, they be like, oh, at least I tried at this. I know what to do differently next time to where maybe I won't, maybe I will, but at least the chance of me succeeding will go up.
And that applies to a lot of things. It applies to how they approach life. Their like relationships. They apply to your work ethic. They apply to like what you see for yourself.
Like it's like the guy that it's always the guy at the club. It's two guys. If you see two guys at the club, right? But hear me out. If you see two guys at the club, one talks to one girl, gets knocked down, and then he doesn't talk to a single girl the rest of the night. But it's always gonna be that one guy that will talk to 15 different girls. Always, and you always see him walk out with one.
And you're like, damn, I want to be like him.
I want to be like him.
But you don't want to go through that. You don't want to go through that.
A lot of people don't want to go through that.
I don't want to go through that either. I don't want to go through that either. I don't want to go through that either.
But you give it up. You give it up.
I get what you mean. Yeah. Like, if your intent is to leave the club with a shorty, then you got to have no shame. That's a nice bar. Unfortunately, I have shame. But
do you?
That's new. Hey, relax on me, bro. Relax. You don't need to. All right, roundtable time, guys. So we're gonna talk about today. I want show recommendations because I'm not gonna lie. These days, there's not really like a lot I like to watch. A lot of it be garbage, like hot garbage, and it's just like they be spamming you with shows every month. It's hard to keep up, at least for me. So let's start with Bonnie. Bonnie, what's a show you recommend me to watch?
I'd say current show on as of right now that I've been watching is Gen V. And it's like within the Boys universe, which is like a dystopian take on superheroes.
What's that on?
It's on Amazon Prime. So if y'all got Prime, check that out definitely. And
even if you don't, find someone that's Prime.
Yeah, one I'm excited for is Invincible.
I'm saying, I forgot.
Yeah, that joint is fire. Y'all pay attention, bro. You see, we got the whole series back there. That joint is 10 out of 10 watch. I'm excited for season 2.
I bet so a Gen V and Invincible?
Gen V current show I'm excited for. I say Invincible season 2.
All right, man. What about you, Benzon?
What I've been getting into, which it was not even recommended to me. I was forced to watch it, but now I'm into it. The Jeffrey Dahmer documentary.
You're into that?
No, I was forced to watch it, but now I'm in it. Now I'm in it. Like I have to see it through. It's very interesting. It seems to be frowned upon, like in public now. Or they're like trying to fetishize a serial killer, but like just seeing into his social life, how he's trying to portray himself as like a normal person, even though he's like this huge serial killer who killed all these people, is very nice to watch how the public is perceiving what he went through in his life up until his death.
Well, I think the biggest problem people had was that like it was disrespectful to like the victims' families, you know, to make them relive that. Yeah. And I get that, and I don't think they were like paying them or anything, or like they asked for permission.
No, but if you watch the documentary, the biggest thing they were doing that people hated was the fact that they were making him like he was a. If you watch the documentary,
trying to make you feel bad.
No. He was a likable guy. Like if you watch the documentary, it would seem like if you didn't know what he did, he would seem likable. Like you would like his character.
I think that was part of the reason he was so successful is because he had that charisma.
Yeah.
That, like, you know, got people on the hook. And also people are stupid. So, you know, he was just cooking.
No.
He had charisma?
It was fake charisma. Yeah. It was like in the like halfway through it, he would research how to fake being confident. Yeah, so he would seem confident it wouldn't be like I don't understand the notion of fake confidence because fake confidence is confidence.
Yeah.
So like if you're faking that you have charisma, like you have it. So he was like basically in public, he would like fake being this super likable guy. These women would be all attached to him, all this other stuff. And in the deepest dark of his home, he would be a fucking serial killer, mutilator, rapist, all that shit.
But it's algorithmic though. If you think about confidence, because it's just kind of knowing what to say or do in certain situations.
Yeah,
based on like
it's how you feel about what you're saying too. How you feel about it, like
not necessarily, because you could feel some type of way and just say some stuff that you know it's like people are gonna eat up in that situation. So
I feel like, but what does it mean to like confidently say something?
Yeah, it's like it's basically like your attitude towards it. Like if you're just like if you're trying to come off as like a smooth person, and to some people you're gonna come off as smooth. Yeah. Even if you're to a lot of people you come as like mad weird.
Yeah. Right. You just have to be super sure in what you're saying and kind of unwavering in your stance. And people are like, okay, seems like you have a lot of authority.
Because people don't be knowing.
Exactly, bro. You can talk out your ass, but as long as you stick out your chest and sound like you're talking about what you know, then people be like, oh, okay.
I know that.
Yeah, because it's like, people don't, if you're just talking to a random person, you can you can be a whole different person. Yeah, and no one would. And the person would know because he doesn't. Fun, they don't know who you were before you were that person.
I be feeling like Ryan.
So like you could be the shyest person in the world, but if you go out into a group of people and you talking the loudest, you have the most commanding voice. People gonna think, oh, this person in real life probably got all this confidence, all this self confidence, self esteem, all this stuff. When like if you know like deep down like you're just like an introverted person.
That show also I think it highlighted a lot. Well, that and the John Wayne Gacy documentary. It's not just killers out here, like people that just like pull a gun on you, be like, give me your money. It's people that enjoy killing people. Like they enjoy hacking people up. They enjoy eating people.
That shit is sick, man.
And you won't be able to tell because they're also they're not intelligent, more intelligent than
they work at their shit. They work at their craft. They work at their craft.
That's their craft. They work at it. And if you work at your craft, anybody can be good at anything. I truly believe that. So, and that's why they don't be getting caught.
For our anime lovers out there, Jujutsu Kaisen on right now. We're watching that too. What else am I watching? Shit, I was watching Bleach actually because I was
so far. The season ended, bro. The way it did, I thought they were actually going to shoot it out.
I gotta catch up, bro.
Nah, because Bleach was that show when I was younger, bro. So it was just good to see it again.
But he was using the Soul King's body.
Yeah, that shit is tough. Spoilers, dog.
Shut up, bro. You don't watch anyway.
It's out right now. It's not a spoiler. It would be one thing if it wasn't.
That's what I'm saying.
You're late to the party.
Hey, Natter, bro. What's your favorite show right now, bro?
My favorite show right now? I gotta say Genevieve, bro. It's hitting different. It's hitting just like The Boys. Like,
our pause.
All right, you got me. No, like the TV show called The Boys that is funded by Hollywood, and you know what I mean? It hits just like that. Okay.
Yeah, yo, why we gotta say pause to everything?
That was a clear one. I'm gonna watch an episode.
Yeah. I like that they're pushing the envelope of we're gonna do some crazy
what
shit.
you can see on
you know what I mean? It's pretty cool.
But I mean, the comic book way more graphic.
So I bet.
They have to tone it down for TV though.
Yeah, but that's their brand. Like that's The Boys. Like that. The idea of that comic is like realistically, like if you took the regular world and then maybe another generation of individuals had superpowers. Ideally, everybody wants to be like Superman or the Flash or whatever and save people. But it's like everybody has their own moral compass and like vices and stuff like that. So like I know damn well like if I could fly and shit, bro, you're not bullying me. You know what I mean, bro? Like imagine you come out the club, bro, and like somebody get big with you. If I can fly, bro, we just going straight up in the air, like.
And I'm dropping you.
You're sick.
All right, let's be realistic.
Nah, I'm saying like not everyone has good superhero morals because a superhero is not a real thing. Like they wouldn't actually exist in society. Like,
I mean, if we're being honest, if superpowers were real, The Boys would be super realistic.
Yeah. Super realistic, bro.
Because like if you have that much power at one time, you're gonna have like a switch is gonna hit your brain, and it's gonna be like, yo, I'm real life better than everyone else at everything.
What? Shut that shit up. Anyway, thank you guys for coming. I hope you enjoyed this pickup